Hey everyone, welcome to Camppatton Family Compounds Monday Night Fireside Chat.
Let's get the party started.
Yep, and the party's all about is how are your garden plans going, or if you prefer a different grammatical way of putting it, how are your garden plans coming along? All right, so let's hop back over here. How's everybody doing out there? I got Ray here at Fat Man Prepping here, and waiting to see if any of the other gardening channels that I invited to come up here with two preppers. So let's see who all's here in the side chat. First was Pastor McGuady, and Ray was in the chat second, and then
I never leave.
Maccabeus Everyday Survival, and I froze, and then Super Scout, who's lurking at work, and Shady Hill Homestead. Lewis is here. Alicia is here. And Cecilia at Raven Cat Homestead is here. Gardner Josh is here. Oh, crap. That's who I forgot to send the link to. You know, I did send it to Josh. Josh, you got the link if you want to come up here. I emailed it to you.
Josh, you need to get up here. You're the gardener. We're just preppers. You're the gardener.
And there's yeah, all right, so that's all everyone. Oh, Ginger Ninja just came in. Ginger Ninja. Why do I keep doing that? Instead of Ginger Ninja, I keep saying Ginger Ninja.
I told you backstage,
in the house.
It's that old age creeping up on you.
Yeah, as my tongue's getting turned upside down, twisted in my mouth, and it's just uncontrollable. So yeah, it's getting to be that time. All right, we are already we're at the end of the first week of February here. Hey, it's Monday. How could it be into the week? Well, into the first week of February, folks. Oh, not February. March. See how screwed up I am? Yeah, man. We're in March. It's the end of the first week of March. We got 2 more weeks before the first official day of spring. And of course, spring is relatively relative concern or topic around for the United States. Some areas are still getting snow. Others have been planting already for half a month. Hey, SD Mountain Man, how's it going? And so I mean, it's some people's garden plans are just beginning to hit the paper and be drawn out right. Others have already had the shovels hitting the ground. And
you know what it means for us here in Arizona, right?
Yeah, you're already into your 4th month of spring.
Yeah, 2 more weeks, and we're going up to 100-degree temps.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember actually what's funny is my junior and senior year in high school was up at the north rim of the Grand Canyon in Fredonia, Arizona. And in 1975, on April 1st, well, let me put it really back. On March 31st, it was 65 degrees out, clear, warm. It had already been warming up for several days. It was really nice. April 1st, got up early in the morning to milk the cow, and guess what? We had 3 feet of snow on the ground. Yeah, Mother Nature said, April Fools. Hey, Billy Akers, how's it going? And so, it depends where you are, your elevation, as well as your latitude and everything else as far as when you can start planting. But a lot of people are starting stuff in their seed trays already. And that's what Ginger's doing right there. She says, been getting my seed trays ready today. I'm behind. Oh, she's behind the 8 ball already. I know Courtney had a White Family Farm had her premiere this morning. And she was, going all over her gardening stuff, showed all the trays she has all set up, filled, ready to start putting seeds in it.
See, I miss being able to hit a lot of channels in the mornings because, I'm doing those White House press briefings and things like that. I don't get to hit the channels in the morning. That really irritates me. The White House really needs to learn how to stay on time and stay on track?
Having worked for the government, I can tell you these guys are way screwed up. The person in charge of press conferences doesn't know how to schedule stuff.
Right?
Yeah. So it's one of those. I don't know. I don't know what their problem is, but yeah. Anyways, let's see what else we got here. Got everybody still saying hi to each other. One of the things that, and everybody in the side chat, this is partially about you guys out there. And so, we're going to start talking about garden plans and stuff. You guys feel free to chime in and let us know what it's going. In fact, let us know what the temperatures are out there where you're at. And Lewis says, my tomato plants are still sprouting still sprouting. All right. Summer growing pepper plants are growing turmeric. We planted the area to take ginger. Okay. So he's working on his stuff.
Were you taking ginger?
Different ginger, but yeah. It's like, I don't know if everybody caught my the video I put out yesterday, with the indoor garden experiment. I mean, that thing's, it seems like every other day, it's like the muse whispers just a little bit in my ear, hey, change this. This is going to work better. It's like, oh, crap, I got to move stuff around. And so, but yeah, I'm getting ready to, I got to add a couple more of the 30-gallon barrels that have been cut in half vertically and then turned on their side. I'm going to add 2 more of those to it. And I'm definitely seriously thinking about putting a cantaloupe that I have seeds for. These were big cantaloupes I got the seeds out of, and trying one plant inside because there's produces anywhere from 12 to 20 plants. I mean, not plants, 12 to 20 cantaloupe on the plant, but it also spreads all over the place. So my living room is going to be rather interesting looking, and it's going to be fun walking around with the Q-tips or a little electric toothbrush, doing the pollinating.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to doing that in the dining room. The quail will probably enjoy it, but
yeah. If I could find a way to keep a couple bees in there happy, where they go around to all the flowers and stuff, and not sting me, B, not just give up and die, But if I try to bring anything in, I can probably wind up with some other things coming in too, and I don't think the butterflies would go to all of them like I want them to either. So, of course, then if I brought butterflies in, when the grandkids come over, and they'd be running around the house, tripping over things and everything else, trying to chase down the butterflies. Hey, Christy Betts.
Could you imagine if you had the bees in the house with the grandkids?
They'd probably run into the one room and close the door, so they would and just play with the trains in the one room and just not, the bee's gone, or they say, I want to go back home. But yeah,
I wouldn't mind keeping bees, but they seem to like stinging me for some reason, more so than other people.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it is. It's that diabetic blood I have. It's super sweet. They're not stinging to sting. They're stinging so that they can draw blood and drink it.
Yeah. All right, let me put something up here. So I want to refer back to something here. All right, see if I can bring it up here. And of course, it threw up a ad on the side here. So I got to let it's got 2 ads going. Anyways, I was going to show something, but yeah, Alicia, my mom became allergic to bees as well. All right, let's see if I can get this set up here.
Well, at least you'd be able to have your own honey.
Yeah.
I guess that would be one benefit.
come
Or
on.
that benefit.
There it goes. Too much. Okay, there, I got it. Got it sitting on the right frame. So this is what I got, what I have going on indoors, because it's, hey, my raised planter beds still have 6 inches of snow sitting on top of me, even though the lawn is totally melted off and everywhere else, because the raised planter beds cooled down a bunch. The snow's still sitting on it. But so those of you who didn't see it, the barrels down, and you see my cursor moving around down here. Those two, that's a 30-gallon barrel cut in half to make two 15-gallon tubs. I've got tomatoes already planted in those. The 30-gallon on the side over here, on the left side over here, that's going to have Grand Rapids lettuce in it, and possibly I'm going to have 4 heads of the lettuce growing in there, and possibly a couple of strawberry plants I'm going to bring back from California. On the other side here, where you got the green watering can, some other stuff, that trays I got sitting over the other half of that 30-gallon barrel that I can put over there on that side there, that I'm going to put over there and probably put strawberries in it. And then on the other side of these blue barrels, I got a piece of plywood laying out there just to do all the seeds starting on. Going to pull that off. I'm going to put another of these half 30-gallon barrels cut, vertically down on its side down there, and that's probably where I'm going to put the cantaloupe. And then I got a 5-gallon bucket on the other side there that I'm going to put a rainbow chard in. But see, that's just my experiment to see if I can get this, if I get stuff to grow good during the summer, spring and summertime indoors. And if I can keep it going without it dying off, pruning back the tomato plants a little bit to get it to, produce more fruit on it and stuff. If I can get it to go all year long, being in a warm environment, proper temperature and humidity, then I'll have tomatoes all next winter. And if I can keep the lettuce, will probably, may or may not have a problem with it trying to, well, it's not going to be out in the sunshine where it's going to get super hot, so it shouldn't bolt. So hopefully I can get the lettuce to go, but if the lettuce does bolt, then I'll just plant some more and try to get, if I can get it to grow through the wintertime as well.
Now,
but
your cantaloupe, are you going to put some netting up to keep the melons off the floor? And
no, what I'll do is under the melons, I'll put a 2x6 block, about, cut it square and just put it underneath the melons so it's up off the floor. But yeah, so that's what I'm planning on doing. I've already got, in this red little tray here. Let me go forward a little bit on it here. All right, this little red tray here, I'm starting some Walla Walla onions, and when they get big enough, I will take those outside and put them outside in one of the raised planter beds after the snow's, the snow's all melted, because 2 years ago I grew some in one of the raised planter beds and didn't get it all harvested, and the first snow hit, I go, oh crud, they're dead. Guess what happened in the springtime? Fresh shoots started coming out of the top, and they went from this big to that big.
Ooh, yummy.
Yeah,
those
so
are hamburger onions.
The onions overwintered pretty good last year, so I'm going to be trying it again this year, setting up for them. And also one of the outdoor raised planter beds, once the snow's off of it, I'm going to plant carrots in one of them outside, because they overwinter as good as well. Because Courtney showed me that on hers.
Well, I'm not too worried about
Kathy, we got North Star Preps that are in the house.
But I tell you what, those onions, they'll make some great grilled cheese and onion sandwiches. Oh, yeah. Yummy. Yeah. But then again, I'm the type of person that'll eat an onion like an apple. So
yeah. So if I can get, right now I got, trying to remember how, I did 4 rows, 3/4 inch between seeds. So I think I have probably about 25 or 26. I'm not sure how many, seeds in that red tray right there. And so that's what I'm doing. Some of the stuff I'm doing just to try to get stuff going. I thought about, let me back up a little bit here. back up a little bit. I thought about it one time on the other side of where I got those, that other side of the green, the two barrels, was putting in two more and planting some of the snap peas my wife likes to plant, and then let it go up the poles here that have the lights up on. But I was thinking, no, if I'm going to do something like that, I may actually get with my wife this summer, and we're going to do some serious rearranging out in the shop, move one of the cargo containers from across the street over onto our side of the street, that I can put all the firewood in that. And where I currently have the firewood stacked up, turn that into a winter greenhouse out there. Because if I can get the stuff here to grow early here now, I'll probably be able to get the stuff to grow out there fairly easy. Oh, boom. 150 onions planted so far. All right. Woo-hoo.
Okay, Belly Acres, all I got to say is let me know when the harvest is and let me know where you live. I'll drop down those 150 to a more manageable 10 for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, but that, that's the kind of, that's what I've got going on right now. And, everyone, I know Courtney's expanded hers, White Family Farm, and Bruce and Faye, or Purple Tea Bear, are in their new place. And so, she has plans to put Bruce to work building raised planter beds and other things. So they're going to be, expanding their garden from what they, even what they had up in Pennsylvania. I think they had a small garden. So they're going to be expanding it quite a bit where they're at now in Tennessee. And Passamaquoddy started, cayenne peppers, beefsteak tomatoes. Yes. Okay, cool. I love beefsteak tomatoes on a hamburger. I mean, it's the right size. At least all the ones we've always grown are the right size. You slice it, it's on there. And I also been good on the. I made a bacon, tomato, and cheese sandwich. My lettuce didn't do good last year, so but it was absolutely great.
Belly, once I get the camper here within the next year, when I go mobile, I might take you up on that if you got a place for me to park it.
Yeah, and that's something else that I've got to see about doing the one area out here, on the over by where the pig pen was from when Brandon lived here, is put down a bunch of the peas and stuff just as ground cover to see how they grow, and keep all the weeds under control so the weeds don't grow up. Keep it just something I could go out there and pick if I needed to, or I can let the grandkids go out there and just tromp through it and not worry about if they kill some of it, because it'll be a bunch of more plants just coming back.
Watching the chat and people talk about what they have planted and what you've already planted yourself, I feel like I'm behind a bit, because I've got all the equipment. It's sitting in the living room to get the hydroponics set up. I've just been so busy with other projects, I haven't even gotten that set up. But like I said in the backstage, one of the nice things about doing hydroponics inside is I can control the weather myself. I am God in this apartment. So I can start my watermelons in July and not worry about them not getting to ripe.
Yeah. All right, so that was Hugo CB at Hugo Homesteads here. That was her comment. Lori J, the Queen of the North, is in the house. Christy, one of the things that we've discovered when we first moved up here, and we were told by several people that have orchards up here, is to Shift Kicker just came in. Hey, Shift Kicker, is that on your fruit trees and stuff, you get there's this you can pick up this, like it's almost like an ace bandage, but it's a white styrofoam type material. You can wrap it around the trunks, and you wrap it around the trunk and up past the first forks, and that helps keep the trees from the sap from starting too soon and starting to bloom for trees. And that's because they have a lot of people have the apricot trees and cherry trees around here, and so they wrap it to try to keep it from blooming too soon, because if it blooms too soon, they have a spring wind that comes through, and I mean, just before the last frost, and so they try to keep it from blooming too soon, so they don't lose all the blooms in either to the frost or the wind that comes through. So that's something to look into for next year. Is in December you should go ahead and wrap your around the trees. So what it does is, because it's white, it reflects the heat away from the trees, so they don't think they're warming up and starting to get stuff to go. All right, let's see. Nothing but potatoes in the basement getting ready.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Hey, with a good harvest of potatoes, you can eat for a year.
Yeah. Yeah. There are. Was it last week or the week before? I showed some of the pictures of someone doing raised planter beds. When I had Ron the Green Wizard up here, they were using pallets, stacking the pallets up, and then lining the inside of the pallets with plastic to make their raised planter beds. Sometimes you can come across a great source of pallets, but you got to jump on it, because free pallets come and go like the dust in the wind. I mean, it's here 1 minute, and the next minute, boom, if you don't jump on it. Let's see what else here. Ooh, Ginger's got 2 more grapevines to plant. Oh, I love grapevines. What type do you get? You have grape plants. Did you get Concord grapes, Thompson seedless, Ruby Reds? What? Let's see what else we got here.
Any wine can make a damn, or I'm sorry, you tell where my mind is. Any grape can make a damn good wine if you do it right. Just saying.
All right. Thank you, Lori. Quarter pallets to set my. Okay. Belly Acres is looking for some quarter pallets to set. Brush. Okay. Yeah, actually, I haven't found quarters, but I found half pallets. Half as wide, so I can put 2 55-gallon barrels on one of those half pallets, and it works just great. I take one barrel, cut it in half, and turn it over, and that way I can move it around with my tractor. Let's see. Jay is in the house.
Those Jay white grapes, or I'm sorry, who was it? Who had a white grapes? It's going too fast. Okay, Ginger. Those white grapes make a very, very beautiful wine, a dessert wine. Oh my God. It's an ice wine. Oh my God, so good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the white grapes are great for ice wine.
And Hedgehog's Homestead. I don't know why we'll keep on butchering that one up.
You're butchering everything.
House. Yeah,
you butchered my name even.
My tongue says I don't know.
It's Fat Man Prepper, not Fat Man Prepping.
Yeah. And so, Laura's here. So, I'm just kind of interested to see how everybody in different parts of the country, how you guys are doing how your plans are coming along. Are your plans on track? Are you behind? Are you ahead of the game? What's the weather doing to screw things up for you, or how's the weather helping you out? And I'm gonna refresh something. Oh, we got a winter weather advisory for Tuesday through Wednesday here. But right now it's 30 degrees outside. Yeah. The low tonight is 19, so that's 13 degrees higher than it was yesterday.
Mountain Man, fermentation is very simple. All you need to do is add a little sugar, add some yeast, let nature take its course.
Yeah, Jay. It's all the freezing screwing my tongue up and making it not in sync with my brain.
No, it's just the old age, guys. Matter of fact, what it is not enough people are hitting that like button. So that's screwing them up. So make sure to hit the like button, okay?
Oh, right now we're at 16 watching and 16 likes. So, hey. But, hey, you could share it out. That helps, too. Yeah, one of the things my wife right now is complaining about with her garden, and if you haven't seen my wife's garden on the video I put out yesterday, the year-round garden experiment, at the end I got a link to the video of her doing the garden tour there in California. California is in a major bad spot right now. Back in December, they had record rainfall back in December, and the great nuisance, their governor, decided, hey, it's going to be like this, and we're just starting winter. Don't save any of the water in the reservoirs. Open them. Yeah, Gavin didn't want me to spill the beans on him. Don't. He ordered them not to hold any water. Dump it all.
Stupid.
Yes. They should have let it filled up at least halfway, because some of them are down below a quarter full.
They should just let it fill up completely. Yeah. And that way they have an excess in case it gets to be a hot and dry summer.
Thinking. He was thinking that January, the second week of January, they're going to get their major rainstorm like normal, and then they wouldn't be able to dump it fast enough. But if he filled it up to half or even 3/4, they could still take that extra water and dump at the same time, and it would have topped it off. But no, they cut it down, and they didn't save any of that water. It all went out San Francisco Bay, and they have a major drought. And of course, Southern California has not decided, hey, we could put this big, huge reservoir in where the water flows from Death Valley down into the Los Angeles River and out. They could build a big reservoir up there, but hey, they don't want to do it. They just want to take Northern California's water. So California is in bad drought conditions. Yeah, Jay, you are right. If all the grapes dry up, it'll just turn into California raisins, but it's also going to eliminate all that California wine. Napa Valley is going to look like Death Valley. And so there's a lot of people that are going to be facing drought conditions in certain parts of the country, and other parts of the country are getting excess water. They're getting drowned right now, stuff going on. So, all right.
California just needs to hurry up and fall into the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it just needs to. What it needs to do is have the because the Pacific plate is heading north and slightly pushing against the continental plate and going under it. And it's actually lifting up the coastline. It just needs to go shove and lift up a little bit and block off some of the outlet for the Los Angeles River and some of the outlet for the Sacramento and San Joaquin rivers, so that, hey, the water just backs up and you have nice fresh water there.
Or it could just split in half and because I do like Northern California. Northern California folks are okay.
Unfortunately, it's not going to split in half that way.
I'm just saying Northern California people are okay in my book, but Southern California, yeah.
Well, actually, far north is okay. Along the coast, though, is where most of your trouble is. Anyways, yeah, Jay said had pretty heavy cold last night. Tonight it drops into the high 20s. So he's going to be freezing. And thank you for sharing me out, Laura. Did the Jewish redneck. Yeah, the Jewish redneck prepper is here. Hey, how's it going? Shalom. And
Sean
just
in
trying to keep up.
Alaska's in here too.
Hey, Sean, how's it going? Yeah.
Guys, I do want to apologize if I don't say hi in chat. It's just because it's just too hard for me to keep up with the chat and listening to Gil. I'm getting old. I can only do one thing at a time. I can't multitask like I used to.
Yeah. Yeah. I know a lot. Even though I'm in Idaho right now, a lot of people forget I was born in Southern California in Glendale. I spent most of my life in Northern California, up by in Contra Costa County, across the bay from San Francisco.
Don't worry, Gil. We're not holding that against you.
Yeah, and so I know there are a lot of really good people there. I also know that there are certain magnets, like UC Berkeley, that draw all the Looney Tunes, and then they stay and go into government. So. But so one of the things that I'm hoping to do this summer, I'm not going to get my garden going like I want to, because I still have to make, even with my indoor garden experiment I'm doing, my daughter will come over and water it when I'm making my trips to California to bring stuff back up here. But I got one of the trips my wife is, when my wife gets up here, we got to lay out exactly where she wants to put a garden in and where she wants to put in a walipini. And then we just have to knuckle down and say, okay, we need to get the walipini in first, get it all set up. That way it can grow year round, not as large as the other one will in the summertime, but we need to get that done. And then I can start growing stuff year round, tomatoes, oranges, lemons, and stuff like that. And then practice my canning.
You know what I miss the most right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got to put this one up here. I grew up in Bakersfield, the pit of the earth, next to San Francisco. All I know is that Gabriel Iglesias agrees with you. Bakersfield is the pit.
Yeah, every state has one. That's just like here in the valley in Phoenix. Tempe is considered the armpit of the valley. I mean, you really don't want to mess with Tempe. But what I really miss is sweet corn, straight sweet corn out of the garden, grilled with just smothered in butter. Oh, yum! I so miss that.
Yeah.
And it's just not the same buying this corn in the the sweet corn on the cob in the store. It's just not the same.
Yeah, but right now I really peeled back most of the stuff. Although I'm only going to plant a few things outside, because what I learned last year and stuff, I learned a lot. I got stuff written down, but I'm going to be making a lot of trips to California and back, and so I don't want to put in a big garden this year. Most of what I'm going to grow outside is going to be carrots and some. I'm going to do some Swiss chard outside, and one cherry tomato plant outside for the grandkids. That way, when my daughter comes over, when I'm making trips to California to water, she can put the boys out there and let them pick cherry tomatoes.
See, that's what. First of all, let me state, everybody in chat, you see it. I have been invited to Iowa by Bellyacres and by Kalen. So when I go mobile a year before probably within the next year, before I head up to Alaska, I'm going to hit both of them up. Now, you guys are my witnesses. Now, back to what I was going to say. Growing up with a tomato allergy, I could not eat a tomato, a plain tomato. It was too high in acidity, but I could eat processed tomatoes. So luckily, I got to eat my pizza, and you can tell I've had a lot of pizza.
I know
But
Kaylin. I mean, Courtney's the same way. She can't eat raw tomatoes, but she can eat cooked tomatoes.
yeah, it's the acidic level of the acid level of a regular tomato. They're just so high, but once they're processed, they lose a lot of that acidity. And it really sucks because I watch people. My mom was a big one. She would just eat cherry tomatoes, right off the vine with just a little bit of salt. And I'm like, I kind of wish I could do that. But if I do that, I'm gonna blow up so big in hives that I'm gonna look like I'm twice my size.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look like an Oompa Loompa.
Well, Kaylin says come to Iowa and they'll hook you up with some sweet corn.
Yeah, that's why I said both Kaylin and Belly Acres. So you guys are my witnesses. Here in the next year, probably next year, I will be headed to Iowa. And if you follow my channel, we're gonna do some interviews with them, and you'll show me. I'll show you how to work that Midwestern work ethic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we got Grandma so happy here, and she also has the problem with the tomatoes affecting her arthritis.
Grandma, what kind of arthritis is it? Just out of curiosity. My mom suffered from rheumatoid arthritis really bad.
Yeah. Oh, Jay's poking fun at you.
Uh-oh. Show it.
Yeah.
I can't see it. Oh. I'm not fat. I'm big bone, damn it.
Or as Gabriel says, I'm not fat, I'm fluffy.
There we go. I'm extra fluffy, by the way.
She's got rheumatoid. She's got RA.
Oh yeah, that sucks. What is that? There's a medication that they like to put people on. I recommend that you don't use it.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm trying to remember because my wife's best friend has it really bad.
It's an injection, and I can't remember the name of it.
It's not the cortisone, is it?
No, not cortisone.
Yeah.
It's one of the side effects, and it's been proven, and I think that's what did it for my mom, was that it helps cancer to take place.
Yeah.
I forget what it was, but
Yeah.
be careful with your medication for rheumatoid arthritis, please.
All right. Kaylin says Humira is one common for.
Yes, that's what it is. Humira. Stay away from it, please.
Yeah. And Bellyacre says has RA, but tomatoes don't bother her as long as they're cooked. So you got to stay away from the raw tomatoes, which is what Courtney's doing. She grows a lot of tomatoes, but she doesn't eat any of them raw. She goes and processes them, cans them up and stuff. So
one of the things that I've kind of learned along the way is high acidic foods, especially if you have arthritis, stay away from the high acidity levels.
Yeah.
Grandma, that's a good thing. I'm happy that they won't put you on those meds.
Yeah. Oh, for her, it doesn't matter whether it's raw or cooked. Yeah. One of the things that I have to wait because my wife doesn't want me to plant it until she's here is some grape plants or grapevines. So we're going to plant some grapes out here at one point when she gets here. But just to see what goes. But Mary Beth Smith, hey, how's it going? I agree. The only thing better than a BLT is a BLT with a slice of Tillamook cheese on it.
And extra bacon.
Yeah.
Just saying, bacon makes everything.
Yeah. Bacon, lettuce, bacon, tomato, bacon, cheese, bacon.
My ex-wife was disgusted at me one time because we went to Sonic and I ordered a chocolate, peanut butter, and bacon malt. I'm just saying, bacon makes everything better. But one thing I haven't
Okay.
seen anybody list is iceberg lettuce. Come on, guys.
Well,
What's I mean, I
iceberg
know
lettuce. My mom used to plant iceberg lettuce, romaine lettuce, and crud. There's a different another lettuce that grows kind of like romaine does. I can't remember what it is. She had the most problems trying to grow iceberg lettuce, and it was I'm not sure what all the problem was, but it grew small and she just had problems. They could get so big and then stop, and they were
you know what would
small.
have helped her? You know what would have helped her? Ron's book.
Yeah,
Just saying. And if you guys haven't checked his book out, please do so.
yeah. That's the Green Wizard's Guide. Oh,
But I love iceberg lettuce. I mean, a head of
yeah,
iceberg lettuce, that's a
yeah.
meal for me for 2 days.
All right, Laura, check out the Costco because actually even the Sam's Club here will have the brick, the Tillamook brick, but Costco has the Tillamook brick and pre-done slices as well. Yeah,
You know,
it's like your Tillamook cheese is it's like having either how do I explain what it would be like? Like having a piece of stew meat or having a filet mignon. The Tillamook is
you
the
know,
filet mignon.
I gotta disagree to a degree. Kerrygold Irish cheese. Oh my god, that stuff is so good. If you ever have the chance,
Yeah,
again, it's Kerrygold Irish cheese, and that stuff is the bomb diggity bomb. Next will be Tillamook cheese.
Jay's being funny again, talking about iceberg lettuce in the Titanic.
Yeah. I tell you what, after I eat my iceberg lettuce, it does tear up and destroy the toilet. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
But it's filling. It's filling.
yeah,
It's one of those things that for me has always been easy to grow. So I grow it. And it's again filling so that I can have at least 2 meals out of one head of lettuce.
yeah. Oh yeah, the salmon off the coast there is good. One of the things though that probably not going to try it this year, or my wife was going to get it started this year in California, and I'll bring it up here next summer to see if we can get it over to win her over. She has a lot of herbs there in the California garden, and she's been talking about splitting some of her. She has them in big pots and splitting them up and repotting them. And if she does that, I'll be bringing some of those up here just to see how they if they will win her over, or whether or not we have to move the pots into the shop to keep them from dying in the snow. Okay, Passamaquoddy, 500 iceberg lettuce seeds for $1.29. Woohoo!
Passamaquoddy, I'm gonna have to send you some money and enough for shipping and yeah.
She got hers on eBay.
Ah,
Cool. Yeah.
see, that's just it. If you can't find it in the stores, go to eBay. You'll find it.
Yeah. Problem is, some people on eBay are selling stuff that aren't what it's supposed to be too.
That
But
this is true.
yeah.
Jay Jufum, yes, I do.
Yeah, just call him Jay. um, yeah, one of the plants that my wife has problems with growing too fast is the aloe. She started out with one small plant, had to move it from a small pot to a bigger pot to a bigger pot to a big pot. Then the last time I was there, we pulled it out of that big pot, split it in quarters and put it in 4 other pots, and it's going. And she actually gave away a bunch of it because it's just going so big.
Aloe doesn't die. It could look dead, but you split it up and repot it, it will come back to life like nobody's business. I'm doing that right now. One of my neighbors had a huge pot. I mean, this thing was huge, and they just refused to water it, and they've been gone for 6 months and nobody's watered it, but it's still viable. And I cut it up, repotted it, and have it sitting on my porch in several different pots right now, because I'm going to make some lotion, and I'm going to show people how to make their own lotion using the aloe plant and how to do it correctly.
Jam-packed family country living. Which state are you in? Because I know here in East Idaho, the last frost date is usually the end of May. Let's see here. Something else, another comment. Very important thing. Heirloom, you can save your own seeds. My wife's done that a lot with the rainbow chard, the Swiss chard, and another type of chard as well.
Even with store-bought foods, guys, store-bought tomatoes, you can take those seeds and dry them out yourself and replant them. I've done it many, many, many different times.
Yeah.
Mary Beth, the reason your aloe died is because you put salt in the water. Don't put salt in the water. Your plant does not want salt.
Christy said the same thing. Gave it too much water and it died. Aloe does, I guess it's one of those more.
Yeah, it's a desert plant, guys. Aloe thrives on lack of water. It is exactly like a cacti.
Yeah.
But not all cacti are the same. I bought some cacti from IKEA, because we have an IKEA here in Tempe. And I put it outside for about 4 hours, and that cactus plant turned into a jelly plant. It just jellified. I mean, it was bouncy, just like a big ball of water.
Let's see here. Just checking stuff out here. Store-bought seeds usually have. One of the things that really bothers me, and I could be totally wrong on this, folks. If I'm totally wrong, give me the information. I see a lot of people buying seeds at the Dollar Tree or Family Dollar or whatever, one of those dollar things. And I worry about the seeds at those places. Are they chemically treated so they can't save the seeds from the plant, the fruit of the plants? What goes on those? Are they, can you just buy it once and then those actually redo it? Or are those the engineered ones where they won't produce seeds that are viable?
Believe it or not, the dollar store seeds, I would rather buy those than any other seeds. And the reason why is because it's economically infeasible for them to treat the seeds and sell them, okay, as to opposed to just taking the luck of the draw with nature. So your seeds from the dollar store are probably going to be more healthy, I think, than a lot of other seeds out there.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife's rosemary bush, let's see, I think it's like 25 years old, because I think she got the rosemary bush that my wife has. I think she got it from trimming from my mom, and so that make it about 25 years old when she got it. But she has it in a pot, and even we get the hard rains because it's in a pot that she has the pot set where it drains, and a lot of her rosemary, the thyme, and the sage are all in pots. They're all out of the ground in pots. One, to control it, because she had one in the ground, and she had to dig it up, kill half of it off, put the other half in the pot because it was just getting out of control.
Yeah, you can only use so much rosemary.
Yeah. But
gear grinding,
rosemary,
we'll forgive you. We forgive gear grinding.
Oregano.
Just this time, though.
Oregano is something I need to talk to my wife whether she wants me to try planting some oregano out here or not. See what it'll do here. But yeah,
I recommend that everybody grow their own herbs, because honestly, the herbs that you buy in the store, they've been sitting around dried up, and they're losing their flavor. I mean, they've been sitting for about a year or more, and they're starting to lose their flavoring. And fresh herbs always make things tastier.
Okay. Belly Acres is trying to clarify something with you there. Hey, getting started on homestead. And gear grinding's in the house finally.
Belly Acres, the thing I'm going to say is yes. However, if you harvest the seeds from those plants, you're going to be fine. It's not going to pass down.
I don't know, because there's been some times that you got to be careful harvesting seeds on some of those, because my wife harvested some someone gave her that were, that they had extra things from a dollar store thing there, and gave her some extras, and she planted some of them, and she tried to harvest the seeds from it, and none of the seeds germinated.
That happens. That happens in nature even.
Yeah. But the other ones she had that she got from our friend Kathy, who was the head of the horticulture department at Death Valley College. She gets like 95% germination on those seeds, even the ones she does the next year, save for the next year, because those are really good ones.
Well, those in the know what to do. And again, I'm going to plug Ron's book, because he's going to give you the know.
Yeah.
Learn the know, you'll be a lot better off.
Yeah. All righty here. We're coming up on the hour here. Now, I got to check something here real quick here. Because I got the word that Two Family Homestead is supposed to be making a comeback tonight. That's why I started a half hour earlier, because they're supposed to start at, my time, Mountain Time, at 7 o'clock here. That's what they're supposed to be starting at 7 o'clock. And they go for an hour, and then Courtney's on at, the hour after that, 8 o'clock Mountain, 10 o'clock Eastern.
While Gil's checking on that, let me remind everybody, hit that like button, please. It always goes a long way for every channel. Every channel that you go to, hit the like button, people.
I don't see it. I think I may have been unsubscribed by the AI.
You were talking Two Family Farms, is that right?
Two Family Homestead.
Yes, they are going live at 7 o'clock in 4 minutes, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to find the link here. So
hold on, give me a minute.
Got it. And let's see here. And yeah, I'm still subscribed, but I didn't get a thing on it.
I just posted their link.
Is that their channel link, or the link to the live stream?
That's a link to the live.
To the live? Okay, waiting for that to pop up there. All right.
And give me a minute.
Hang on.
I'll do their channel here.
Why isn't hang on, may have a problem here. Yeah, it didn't pop up here.
Okay, well, the link I just posted, give it a minute. It should pop up. Oh wait,
hang
no,
on a second.
maybe not because I'm not a mod in this.
Right. All right.
So,
Just say hi, and I'll make you a mod. Just type hi in there, and I'm making a mod so we get that link out there.
I also posted it in the private comments.
Okay. Alrighty. So that's the channel.
Yeah, that's the channel.
Yeah. That. Okay. All right. There we go. And add moderator. Give it.
Getting started.
There.
We're trying to. We're getting it worked out, buddy.
All right. Try doing the link to the live stream again.
Well, here's their channel because I have that already copied.
Right.
There we go. Now it's showing.
Yeah. All right. The link's coming up here in a second, folks.
And give me a minute. I will get you the link for their live.
Yeah. That's there it is. It just popped up for me on my other channel doing it. So
okay, so that's their channel, and this one is their live.
Okay, so there's the live, and they got 7 people in there right now, or 12 waiting, and 8 thumbs up over there. So we're gonna wrap this up here. And so one last thing, really quick here. So tomorrow night on Gray Man Prepping, my other channel, the topic is the dirty dozen lies new preppers are being told. All right, so there's a bunch of, not just myths, but outright lies that new preppers are being told by the, some are fear poor channels, some are just money changer channels that are, buy my prepping stuff and you'll be safe, So we're going to put the truth out there. So, all right, folks, with that, everyone,
Before we go, Gil, just a reminder for people, I am going back to my morning cafecito. It's just a morning talk show. Whatever you want to discuss, we discuss. Again, it's every morning, or well, not every morning. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm gonna probably take over your Thursday night because I was thinking about it because Wide Family Farm does gardening. I'm doing prepping. It's kind of different, but the same. So I'm going to try to work things so that, you guys can visit both at the same, I'm not going to try to step on her.
Right. So she's doing Wednesday. So, all right. So, we're going to get out here, head over to Two Family Homestead starting now. So stay happy, stay safe, plant a garden, and we'll see you over at Two Family Homestead.